some level.
Show me the first one more time.
The Uki-otoshi or the
the
pinning? The Uki-otoshi one, this one. So balance break here. And as they go to get their balance back, you're going to follow them up, bringing your feet together, and then as they go down, then you just put your hand down and just let this foot come. We did the first one yesterday, kind of get you familiar with the idea, but all three, we'll do all three now. And we'll discuss what's different about them. So, always a little step to one side to get their balance off one way or the other. Okay, so which side you pick is optional. Then you're going to step to the other side, bigger, hand up, and as you turn, this hand rolls in, meaning my left hand in this case rolls in, pinning them. On the first one, I take just a medium step backward, which leaves their hand pinned on my thigh, their other hand up, and then they just back fall. Or you can just let go of me, yes. Okay. In the second one, I'm going to take my off balance step to the other side just to be different, but it's still the off balance. So if I step this way and raise my arm up and do the same thing, you'd get the same result. But this time, instead of taking a big step that way, I'm going to take a little bitty step, which is going to put me right next to him. And so my arm comes down in front of him, and he just feels this weight to come down upon because he's already back with his center of mass not over his feet, and then he gets a little extra help. And so it's kind of yakugamai ate like, but you just fall down. So on the first step, on the first technique, here, and then your next step is kind of a normal length step, and that puts him here. In the second technique, you take a reduced size step. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to go up here, get my arm up, and then I'm just going to take a little bitty step, and that's going to put my hand down here. What do you think we're going to do on the third one? We went medium, then small. On the third one, we're going to take a bigger than normal step. Okay, so a little off balance, step here, catch his hand temporarily, and then I'm going to step back big. Yeah, he's going to throw his hands up to save himself, balance-wise. And so you end up with both hands in the air. And Torei is very careful just to leave your hands like that. Okay, you want to try that? All right. It's got Kodogaeshi in the name. And I'm going to tell you the aspects of it that were problematic for me. How about that? All right. The attack is, Torei's hand is out, and Uke is going to come in and he's going to grab one, actually with that foot, one, and then he's going to come around and grab my collar. This is the collar grab. This is the only one where we have a collar grab, which is why I pulled my hair back today. Okay, so this is the attack. 1, 2. Okay, would you slowly attacking. 1, and as he grabs here, we being Torei, we're going to turn. And you want to do an opening up turn, which apparently in the judo world everyone knows how to do, all right? In the Aikido world, meaning I don't know any judo, turning for me was problematic because quite a big point was made out of getting as big a turn as you can, all right? So I kept thinking, just open it up as big as I could. Well, unfortunately, that didn't work out so well because I didn't know how to turn. So I'm going to help you with that part, just save you messing that up. As he grabs and he comes in for the collar, the way you make a big turn, here's a surprise, is you pre-turn the first foot, right? So as he grabs the collar, you're going to pre-turn that foot as much as you can, even with stepping on his toe. Then the way you turn is you just let up, right? Because you've pre-turned, you closed your hips. So then when you let up with the other foot, you automatically open up, which everyone now remembers from various drills over the years. But so He comes in, he grabs you, pre-turn your foot, you open up. Now he's got a big hole in front of him, he'll tell you that.
Yep.
He doesn't want to fall in that hole. I'm going to separate, which I should have gone under his arm. I didn't get under his arm. Possibly because I let him get too far into the fall. Thank you. So here, pre-turn, go here, there's a big hole. I'm going to separate, I'm going to get that hand eventually, and what we're going to have here is a kata gaish.
Is that one of those two-handed?
We're going to be editing this a lot. Let's try it again. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. This hand, got it now. I come under here, big separation, and the kata mawashi is off of this hand.
Okay.
The kata gaish is off of that hand. One more time. But you'll have the steps down by the time we get to it, right? Okay, so he comes in. 1, pre-turn foot as he grabs your collar. Step around back. Then separate, come under his arm, take a big step back. Now you have hold of his right hand with your left hand, and now the kata gaish is just let him go where he's going. You don't have to, you just let him go where he's going. We'll try it one more time. And then, so pre-turn, there. We will try that now. Questions? Let's go try it. The next one is pretty much number 23 of Yan kata. What? That just brings a picture right up to you, right? Where'd you go here?
Sorry, ninja away.
One of the second step.
Here we call it the Elvis move. I don't know if that helps you.
Yes.
Okay, so the attack is coming in to grab here. You take a move like this, you bring your right hand across and take a little step with your left foot. So this is kind of an unusual, and it's straight sideways, like that. So you're here, you go here. Here, you go here. Now in number 23 of Yan kata, after we've gone here, we take a big 180 step. So I come around big, keep this arm out in front, pull my knee down and just kind of block the leg. Which is the essence of what we do in this one, but we're going to make the step smaller. Because again, judo moves live in here, of which you guys will be informing me in a moment. So, grabbing, again, the little step, but instead of taking a big step, you take a little step, which is going to put you in close to them, leaving this leg free to, what is the term, reap?
Yes.
And then, of course, we don't really do the reap, but it's there, and you just pretty much block them. This angle, maybe? So making it smaller. So this way, small step. Now your leg can pretty easily block there, and they're going to roll forward because they have no choice. Okay? Let's practice that. And maybe get some comments from Nick on that one, because he had some other judo moves that lived in there besides the reaping.
I'm drawing a blank. I have no idea what happened.
This one is the Uki-otoshi, which is just the very simple move.
Grabbing.
The grabbing like that. This is a grab where you grab this and under the elbow kind of at the same time.
I admit all at once.
Yeah, and so again, you do that pre-turn and then just get out of the way, and that's it. You let them go.
Okay.
But it's,
Turn a little sharper, Courtney, right in your own step.
yeah.
Okay.
So, there.
Yeah. If you don't want to fling people violently.
And I really
Away
don't,
from the system.
right.
You can do it more spread out, like she did originally.
Yeah,
But you should know that when you want the actual slam bang effect, it's like you're rotating. Those funny little platforms at the Chinese restaurant and everything, the Lazy Susan thing, right? You got this little ball bearing thing that you imagine that's right underneath you, and you're turning right in the space of your own body. You're closing your hip and opening your hip, and everything's happening right the hell where you're standing. Cool?
yes. Let's try that.
And
It's
really quick. There's
it's
no
very
get ready,
quick.
go thing. It's like, damn.
It is like that.
Might want to do it slowly.
Right? It's like that. It's like, damn. It just turn the shit out of me right off the bat.
The Kodagaiishi one that we just did, you're just going to turn and then open up, and you're going to leave your arm relaxed.
So it's
The one that we did to be. Okay. Actually, we're going to do the last one. Then I'm going to ask Nick to comment on these 4 because there's a grab idea on these 4. On this last one, my left hand is out. He's going to grab it right over left. Kind of close together. In fact, very close together. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn toward his upper hand and bring my hand up. And that puts him off balance. And actually, I'm going to keep turning until he kind of loses his balance, and then I'm going to come around behind. Then it's very easy to come around behind him. So it ends up like number 4 release. So he comes in here, you turn in here, you just lead him around until he's there, and then you let him fall. The comment that Nick made when we were doing these 4 was it looked like we were investigating different sized grips and different timing. So just stand there. The first one being we came in 1, big space in time, big space in grip. The second one, okay, the idea was kind of a come in together, but come in 1 and then maybe grab him 2.
Coming, but it never did.
Yeah, so the second one's coming, but it didn't get there, and then that move got made.
Still come, but you're still going to get tossed through
Right.
space.
Now the third one, now we're getting pretty close together in space and time because I come in and go, blah.
Right.
And then the last one, I'm really close together, just right there.
And maybe entangling their turning actions.
Yeah.
Right.
So that might be a link to look at as you do all 4, but let's work on this one now. So one more time. So he's coming in, turning, and just let him turn until he wants to lose his balance, because then it's going to be real easy to bring his arm up. If you try to force his arm up, so for instance here, if I try to force it up, that's trouble. But if I turn toward him, that works. And here, getting around here, that's kind of troubling, right? So from here, I just keep leading him until he turns it for me, like we've learned to do.
Man, the thing I've noticed that you have a here where it's latched onto you, and maybe this has gotten up here, and it's getting more grapply with. You're hitting failure in this dropping function. I'd like to do like I did before and just throw him in this hole, right? Ain't happening this time because he's... You can hear me over there, that's all right. He's wary of this. I say, oh, shit, he's a pain in the ass. The temptation will now be to do something to manipulate with my wrist and forearm. Turn it loose. As you're moving, he's moving through space. You got to turn this whole process loose and walk around. You don't want him to feel anything as you make the transition. The temptation will be to turn some sort of coiling or do some special thing here. Don't do it. You've hit the wall in the drop after 1 step or 12 steps or however the hell it is. And as you recognize failure, say, well, this ain't going nowhere. Jesus, he's just a buzzsaw on me. Let it go and walk around it. It'll give him a negative set of parameters to deal with. Suddenly he's locked into this, I've got it now, haha, and then it turns into vapor and he scrambles after it. Don't even try to lift, just let it go up natural as you turn around. And at the end, if you want to get, opinionated again, Say, hey, I think I'll do something. Okay, that's cool. In that middle transition, look for that sort of very, very light quality. Okay? Cool? That's all I want to say about that. Thank you.
Cool.